Yeah.
But Tyson Fury's 6'9". Normally his head is 2.5 feet above the ropes. Well, when I ruled that a knockdown, his head was level with the top rope, so he...
Not in a million years will I walk away after this.
You're not finished.
No way. But what I'm going to do to him is going to be that bad of a beating on Saturday night.
Shockwaves. Tyson's camp just confirmed what many feared. Usyk isn't just fighting, he's buying. Referees meeting him the night before a bout. That's not tactics, that's corruption. Now Parker's team want the world to see who the real warrior is.
Saying I only won 4 rounds is a goddamn disgrace. Jesus Christ, there hasn't been a bigger robbery.
And it didn't take long for others to pile in. Simon Jordan said it straight, ducking fights, buying refs, and faking injuries while dancing online. That's not a champion, that's a con. Parker's camp are right. This isn't boxing anymore, it's a circus, and Usyk's the ringmaster.
The WBO this week has ordered Usyk to submit an updated medical prognosis with a re-examination. He's got an injury at the moment, he's out. But then a social media video emerged in recent days showing him dancing and playing football.
And when Usyk tried to defend himself, his excuse was laughable. He called himself a king of the jungle, but the truth is simple. Size matters, and so does honesty. You can't bribe refs, twist deals, and still claim to be a lion. Parker's camp see right through the act.
Size doesn't matter. Size doesn't matter. If size mattered, king of animal would be elephant.
And then came the refereeing scandal. Even pundits admit it. The ref wrecked what could have been a classic. Fairness was gone, bias took over, and who gained? Usyk. When knockdowns don't count and refs look away, that's not boxing, it's a fix. Parker's camp know it.
The ref, that guy, ruined that what could have been a masterpiece fight. And I'm going to tell you why the ref ruined it. If it would have been a knockdown, that didn't mean Usyk.
Don Charles cut through the noise. Usyk may be skilled, but talent doesn't erase cheating. When respected voices call you both brilliant and corrupt, that says it all. And Parker's camp are determined to make sure the world sees the truth.
A genius of a boxer, but guess what? He's a cheat. You didn't just try.
And that truth only got louder as reactions poured in. Fans and insiders alike are fed up with the Usyk's antics. From shady referee ties to backroom whispers, the pattern is clear. Parker's camp call it criminal behavior, and they're not wrong.
To the ropes, a lot of people were confused. The referee, to be fair, had a bit of a stinker because he was getting involved when Fury was under pressure, when Usyk was landing left hook, right hook.
And Don Charles took the anger even further. He didn't just brand Usyk a cheater, he tore into his whole image. A man who parades as religious, humble, and God-fearing is now accused of buying refs and fixing fights. The hypocrisy is staggering. How can you preach faith while lying and cheating in the sport that feeds you? That's why Parker's camp are furious. They see a fighter hiding behind a saintly mask while committing what they call criminal behavior. And if respected trainers like Don Charles are questioning his morals, it shows just how rotten this reputation has become.
That's it. That's it. I don't have no ever. You know, he prides himself as a religious man, and I do also, right? He's a God-fearing man, and I do believe him, but I do question him. How can you then believe in God and lie and cheat in the name of God? That's my question to Oleksandr Usyk.
Teddy Atlas didn't hold back. He flat out accused Usyk of paying referees. Not speculation, not maybe, he called it fact. To Atlas, what happened with Fury wasn't a mistake. It was part of a pattern. Usyk using money to sway results. That's not a champion's mentality, that's pure corruption. And when a veteran like Atlas calls you out, it's no longer gossip, it's damning evidence. Parker's camp are right to air it, because if Usyk's been stacking the deck with paid refs, then every so-called victory he owns is already tainted.
Back in the States, we have a thing called the Super Bowl, and there's a lot of hype, and sometimes it lives up to it, sometimes it don't. It's not a great game. This lived up to it. This lived up to what a fight of this significance, of this stature, of this historic importance should be.
And Derek Chisora brought his trademark bluntness. Leave it to Chisora to say it straight. Usyk is a big cheater. No sugarcoating, no diplomacy, just raw honesty. And let's be real, Chisora's fought everyone, seen everything, and when he points the finger, it carries weight. Usyk built his image as a slick technician, a mastermind. But when veterans like Chisora call you out, the facade starts to crack. This isn't about one fight, it's about a pattern of shady deals, suspect referees, and growing whispers. Parker's camp are shining the same spotlight Chisora has been shouting about, and fans are connecting the dots, with trainers, promoters, referees, and fighters all pointing the same way. The excuses run dry. Usyk can deny it, but the boxing world is listening, and believe it.
That's how he was. That guy, I don't know what the hell was that about. That was the most dodgiest count I've ever heard him.
John Charles' words hit harder than any scorecard. He called Usyk's behavior sin. Not bad tactics, not bending rules, sin. That's how deep this cuts in boxing. For a man who parades as religious, humble, and God-fearing, accusations of bribing refs and shady dealings clash with everything he claims to stand for. Charles put it plainly, repent and maybe God forgives you. But forgiveness doesn't erase what's been done. Parker's camp know this goes beyond politics. It's about exposing hypocrisy at the highest level. If Usyk really has been fixing fights, then every belt, every victory is stained by corruption. Fans don't just feel cheated, they feel betrayed by a man selling faith while allegedly trading in foul play. And when respected trainers talk like this, the image Usyk hides behind is collapsing fast.
He has sinned. If I were him, he should repent and he'll be forgiven. Not by me, by God.
And then came the bombshell, an actual referee exposing the truth. This was when whispers became a storm. Mark Nelson, a referee openly admitting Usyk cheats. Not gossip, not speculation, an admission from inside the system. That's devastating. Fighters' accusations can be brushed off as excuses, promoters' claims as politics. But when a referee says yes, he cheats, the sport's credibility itself is at stake. It backs everything Parker's camp has warned. This isn't a fair fight, it's inside manipulation. Fans already doubted scorecards, already questioned strange calls, and now their suspicions have confirmation. For Usyk, this is the most damaging hit yet, because it doesn't just shatter his image, it shakes trust in boxing itself. Parker's camp aren't just exposing one man, they're exposing a broken system.
I assessed him. He was a little bit hurt.
Oh, he was definitely a little wobbly.
Yeah, and my thought process was I was gonna
and Tyson Fury didn't hold back, reminding the world how he was robbed. When Fury speaks, boxing listens, and here he was, straight up calling Usyk a cheat. He didn't just say he lost, he said he was stitched up by shady referee dealings dripping with corruption. Coming from the Gypsy King, who's fought every kind of war in the ring, that's no casual claim, it's a bombshell. It lines up perfectly with Parker's camp. Usyk isn't winning on brilliance alone, but by bending rules and greasing palms. For a man who sells himself as humble and God-fearing, the flood of cheating accusations paints a darker, hypocritical picture. Fans are asking if Fury was robbed. Parker's team see it, and referees themselves whisper it. How deep does the corruption run? Fury's words rip the mask off Usyk's crafted image, exposing cracks the world can finally see.
To the man in it, whatever he wants to do. If he's got a good ambition to come back again and do it, he's got to do it.
This is where it all collides. The so-called pound-for-pound genius Oleksandr Usyk now stands accused of the one thing a fighter should never face: corruption. Fury says he was robbed. Parker's camp are calling him out. Referees are whispering truths, and respected trainers are branding his actions sin. This isn't about tactics or styles anymore. It's about whether Usyk's whole career rests on fair fights or foul play. If Parker's camp are right, this isn't bad judging. It's criminal behavior, and it drags the entire sport into question. Fans admire Usyk's skills, but skills mean nothing if the deck is stacked, if refs are bought, if the game is rigged. Now the spotlight burns brighter than ever. Will Parker expose him in the ring and restore boxing's honor, or will Usyk silence the critics and prove them all wrong? Either way, the next bell isn't just another round, it's judgment day for Usyk's legacy. So boxing fans, where do you stand? Is Usyk a master of the craft or a master of corruption? Drop your thoughts below.